Welcome to Jeffco's 21st Century Virtual Academy. I'm going to show you guys how you can access your courses using our LMS tool called Schoology. Schoology is a website program type of thing, a lot like Facebook, but that's how you guys are going to access your courses from the Virtual Academy. The first thing you probably need to know is how to get to Jeffco Schoology. What you're going to do is open your browser. You can use Explorer, Firefox, Safari, whatever you want, and you're going to type jeffco.schoology.com, just like what's up here at the top of my screen. But you're going to type jeffco.schoology.com, and that'll take you to the login screen right here. Your username is going to be your student number, nothing else special about that. And then your password, if you're a current Jeffco student, it's the same password you've got for everything else. If you're a new student, your password was probably emailed to you in your acceptance letter or your Welcome to Virtual Academy letter or something like that. If you don't know what your password is, please contact your teachers or one of your community liaisons or me, Mr. Self. I'm the IT person here with the Jeffco Virtual Academy, and we'll help you out with that. Once you've got your student number and your password in there, go ahead and click on Login. It's going to take you to a screen that looks a little bit like this. This is your home page, so to speak, for Jeffco Schoology. Yours is probably going to be a little different. It'll be blue at the top. I had to use this test student account to do this demo, but it'll be pretty much the same. Down here in the middle, you've got recent activity. These are posts from teachers or posts from groups you belong to, like perhaps the school might be having an event or something like that, but these are all the most recent posts from things that you are participating in or you are involved in here at the Virtual Academy. You can choose to sort them in different ways too, right here with this little drop-down arrow, but for now we'll keep it like that. On the left, you've got your recent activity, you've got your grades and attendance. If you want to check your grades or attendance, you can do that right here. Your calendar, which shows upcoming events or assignments that are due or anything like that. You can click on those for more information. And any recent messages that you may have gotten or may have received. Across the top, if you click on the Schoology logo, that'll take you back to your home page, right back here where I started. Next, again, you've got Home. If I want to see which courses I'm participating in, I can click on Courses, and that'll bring a drop-down box. Right now, I'm participating in the Introduction to Online Learning, Section 1, and I've got a test course, Section 1. If you have more courses, they'll show up down here in a list. If I want to get to those courses, I can click on those as well. Next to that, I've got groups. Right now, I'm not participating in any groups, but if I wanted to join a group, like one of our after-school clubs or something like that, I'd be able to browse and search them out that way, or I could use an access code to join. You can ask your teachers for more details on that. And the last tab across the top is the Resources tab. This is where you can actually add resources to Schoology, like let's say one of your teachers wants you to turn in a Word doc on something, or you need to create a project that's a PDF or any sort of file that you need to upload into Schoology and turn in, or that you want to reference later. For whatever reason, if you want to save something in Schoology, this is where you would do it. You can click on Add Resources, you can make a new folder, you can upload files, you can add links, all of that sort of stuff can be done right here. Oftentimes, with your classes or with your assignments, you can upload the assignment straight to the course in something called a Dropbox, but if you want to keep anything or save anything in Schoology so you can access it later, this would be a good way to do it. If I go back to my home page, I'll notice over here on the right, I've got some upcoming things as well. It looks like for upcoming events, I've got a Unit 1 test, a Unit 3 test, all of that sort of stuff is going to show up over here on the right. I can access my calendar, again, over here or over there, it doesn't matter. But here are some things that might be of interest to me if I've got a test coming up, if I've got a quiz or an assignment or whatever, that should show up over here on the right. If I want to click on my messages again, I can do that on the left over here, or I can click on this little envelope over here on the right. If I receive any messages, this little envelope turns red and it might have a number next to it, but that shows me that I have something that's waiting for me that I haven't read yet. The little person icon right here, these are requests, just kind of like in Facebook, how you have friends. You can make connections in Jeffco Schoology. So if you want to connect with other students, or if they want to connect with you, this is where the little person would light up and you'd say, oh, I have a new request. Somebody wants to be my friend. Next to that, I've got notifications. A lot of these notifications will show up over here in the recent activity. but they kind of have to do with which classes you're in, like if a teacher posts something or if you've responded to a post from your teacher and then somebody responded after that. You might have things about the discussion boards or about assignments or about all sorts of different things. But that's going to show up right here in this little radio tower icon. If I want to check what my actual account looks like, I can click on my name. My name for this little demo is test student, but your name is obviously going to be here if you're logged in. So far, here's my picture. The picture will probably be populated by my Jeffco, picture day type of picture. You guys, I'm afraid, are not going to be able to edit your pictures like I can with this account. But when you guys have your pictures taken, if you have your pictures taken, that's going to show up over here. You can change a few things in your account, though, like you can do a short bio, you can add activities and interests, things like that. But when I click on my account, again, too, if I were to click on my name, I'd see which courses I'm in, and that could be a good place as well as up here where I can see my courses. I can also see them over here on the right, and that's a good way to access them as well. If I want to actually get into a course, which most of you guys are probably going to want to do, I'll just click on Courses and click on Introduction to Online Learning, Section 1. That's going to take me to the course itself, and this is how I interact with the teacher. This is how I do assignments, all of that sort of stuff. Right now, I'm in this Introduction to Online Learning Section 1 course. Ms. Swindell, the teacher, has posted a few things. Other people have posted things as well. I've got, again, the upcoming assignments are over here on the right. I can check those, make sure that I'm good with everything like that. If I want to do an assignment, all I have to do is click on it. It'll take me right to the assignment. I can begin my test or quiz right there. There might be some different steps that I need to click on these arrows to, understand what I'm doing. On the left, I've got these links like the updates. That's kind of the starter page where I started. Materials will take me to some different things that the teacher has set up, like, here's where I start. Here is Ms. Swindell's office hours and live sessions. Here's a discussion board. There might be other things as well that are interesting or important that you need to check out right there. If I need to check my grades for this class, right now I've got a big fat 0, it looks like, because I haven't really done very much. Course grade NA, but this is where you'd be able to check all of your assignments and see what your scores were for those assignments. My attendance, I can check that on the left. I haven't really been around that much. That's what it shows right here. Other members in the class, I can see who the other people are that are in this class right now. I can scroll down that way. And then Blackboard Collaborate can be very important because this is often how teachers will communicate with you. Right now, the Collaborate doesn't look like it has anything. Oftentimes, that will happen because if you click on Materials and then you click on Office Hours and Live Sessions, you're probably going to see Attend Office Hours. That's a Collaborate link. Or Attend Live Sessions here. That's a Collaborate link. And then old recordings are stored in this folder right here. Most teachers are doing it this way. So when your teacher wants to do kind of a live session on the computer where she's talking and showing you things and you watch or you participate with a text sort of chat thing, that's where you would do it. Once again, oftentimes you're going to go into Materials and click on Office Hours and Live Sessions and then click on one of these links. Ask your teacher for details if you don't quite know what that's about, but it's usually pretty important and your teachers will help you out with that, no problem. I'm going to go back here to the home page one more time, and I've got my courses. If you join any groups or anything, you'd be able to click on them down here. They're very similar to courses, but they're not really graded, and they don't do attendance. We've got different clubs at the Virtual Academy, like Anime Club or like Technology Club or Music Club or whatever. And they've got discussion boards, and it kind of looks the same as the courses. But again, it's not really for a grade. It's just more for fun. Those are some of the basics we have talking about Schoology right here. I'm hoping that this was helpful, and if you have any questions, go ahead and email me. My email address is rself@jeffco.k12.co.us. If you need to email me, my name is Ryan Self, and I am the technology specialist here at the Virtual Academy. So go ahead and send me an email if you have any questions or if you're having any troubles with anything. And welcome aboard and good luck. Thank you.